ये मम्मी क्यों रख दो अंदर.
So in unit 4th we have to discuss now the planning for power generation in India and STPS, that is super thermal power station. Actually in the pre-independence and just after the independence we are just developing only 3000 megawatt power in India. So very low quantity of power was generated at that time. And as the population growth, as the industrial growth, as there is the population growth, as there is the industrial growth, so there is a requirement for the power growth also. And you know, the standard of living of different nations sometimes may also be calculated as how much power, per capita power, their citizens are utilizing. So gentlemen, we have to see the planning, and then we will go to the super thermal power station. It was the mega project, the dream project of Government of India to establish those power stations which can generate the power more than the 10,000 megawatt. So they are known as the super thermal power station. So first we will go to the introduction, then what is the requirement of power, then we will discuss the planning to achieve that, and then we will go to the super thermal power station, abbreviated as STPS. So electric power is a major factor in the development of a country. You know, the per capita power generation, not the generation but per capita power utilization of USA is many times than per capita power consumption in India. Although we are the third largest power producer in the world, but the difference between the utilization of the citizens for electric power is a big there is a big difference between the utilization. And you know that the power is used in both of these sector, like in industrial organization and in domestic purpose as well. And in the modern life, there is this life is totally dependent upon electric power, and electricity is an index of an economic development of country, and also it is an index which shows the prosperity and standard of living in a country. So power is mainly generated by three resources. The most, that is very much popular in India, and 70%, almost the 78% power is generated by fossil fuels. Then hydel power projects are installed in Himalayan valleys, and in some places where water is present in abundant. Then nuclear power, yes, we have installed so many nuclear power producing plant in our country. And other sources which can generate the power are like solar, tidal, wind, and geothermal itself. So from these sources, now the power planners are very much interested in producing the power through solar energy. You know, it is we are so lucky that we lived in that country in which almost all of the year, around 365 days of the year, we are able to get the solar energy in a abundant ratio. So available solar energy is available almost whole of the year, and sun is the prime source of the energy. And whatever the world whole demand is concerned, the sun can give and it is giving 1 lakh times more energy than required. In India, we are now producing almost 371 gigawatt. The total installed capacity in India is 371 gigawatt, and I have already told you that we are the third largest producer as well as the consumer of the electricity in the world. Super thermal power stations or super power station are a series of the ambitious power projects planned by Government of India. I have already told you, in India being a country of the chronic power deflects, the Government of India has planned to provide power for all by the end of the 11th plan. So these are the part of the 5-year plans of Government of India. It was started in early 90s. The capacity of the thermal power is 1000 megawatt and above. This would entail the creation of an additional capacity of at least 1 lakh megawatt. So if the the ultra mega power project, each with a capacity of 4000 megawatt or above, are being developed with the aim of bridging this gap. So it means what? That whatever the power plant at that time in the early 90s are running, they are running at 1000 megawatt. That was the capacity, and it was entitled that we have to increase the capacity of every plant. At least we have to add 1 lakh megawatt generating capacity in that. So whatever the plant, those who are producing 4000 megawatt or above are being developed with aim of bridging this gap. Nowadays we are producing 387 gigawatt of power. So super thermal power station contains a supercritical steam generator, and that supercritical steam generator is a type of a boiler that operates at supercritical pressure, frequently used in the production of electric power. And in the very earlier unit 1, you have gone through the supercritical temperature, supercritical pressure, and the supercritical boiler, which generate the electricity, which generates the steam basically. And in contrast to the subcritical boiler, in which bubbles can form, a supercritical steam generator operates at a pressure above the critical pressure, 22 megapascal, that is 3200 psi. So thank you. Now you all know about it. Thank you so much.
आपसे अपनी अपनी सीवी रख दीजिए, इंटरव्यू थोड़ी देर में शुरू होंगे, ठीक है?
लड़की बहू की कंपनी में गई है क्यों?
शुभारंभ कर रहे हैं। देखिए, मैं ऐसा मानता हूँ कि इस बार ये त्योहार खास है, और वो इसलिए क्योंकि कोरोना काल के चलते पूरा विश्व जो है वो दुख के अंधकार में डूबा हुआ। अस्थिरता और असमंजस ने जैसे हमारे जीवन में रोशनी के प्रवेश को पूरी तरह से घेर के रखा हुआ है, रोक लिया। ऐसे में उम्मीदों की रंगोली और उमंगों का ये दीपक हमारे जीवन में नई ऊर्जा भर। इस दीपक को हमें खुद जलाना है, अपने लिए और अपनों के लिए। जब प्रत्येक घर में उमंगों का ये दीपक जलेगा, वो उसकी रोशनी हमारे देश को, हम सबको शक्ति दे।